Welcome to Globeteller. Today we venture into one of Earth's most surreal and extreme environments, a place where the sun doesn't set for weeks and later doesn't rise for months, where midnight looks like noon and noon can look like midnight, a land where your sense of time can start to dissolve. We're talking about the Arctic, shaped by light and dark, caught in a cycle of midnight sun and polar night. Let's begin. What is the midnight sun? In certain parts of the world, the sun rises and doesn't set, for days, weeks, or even months. This phenomenon is called the midnight sun, and it happens above the Arctic Circle in regions like northern Alaska, Canada's Nunavut, Greenland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Siberia. In Utqiagvik, Alaska, formerly known as Barrow, the sun stays continuously above the horizon for about 83 days, from May 11th to August 2nd. In Svalbard, Norway, the midnight sun lasts even longer, from April 20th to August 23rd. Imagine waking up at 3 a.m. and sunlight is pouring through your window, every single day for 2 straight months. It's not just unusual, it's disorienting. It all comes down to one simple fact: Earth is tilted. Our planet rotates on an axis that's tilted about 23.5 degrees relative to its orbit around the sun. Because of this tilt, the poles receive drastically different amounts of sunlight depending on the time of year. In summer, the North Pole tilts toward the sun, and the Arctic gets constant daylight. In winter, it tilts away, and the region is plunged into total darkness, known as polar night. At the very top of the world, the North Pole, the sun rises only once per year in March and sets only once in September. One sunrise, one sunset, then 6 months of daylight, followed by 6 months of night. But what happens after that long day finally ends? In the deepest winter, places like Utqiagvik, Alaska, or Tromsø, Norway, are cloaked in near-total darkness for up to 65 consecutive days. This isn't just night, it's a different kind of darkness. During civil twilight, the sky might glow faintly for a few hours each day, but the sun never peeks over the edge. The horizon remains dim, bluish, and quiet. Life slows down. The world outside feels frozen, not just in temperature, but in time. The geography of the Arctic affects how this sunlight is experienced. Flat tundras reflect sunlight like a mirror. In coastal regions, glare from the ocean turns the horizon into a sheet of gold, especially around midnight. Mountains cast long shadows across the landscape, but only when the sun dips low enough, which doesn't always happen during peak summer. What's more, this constant sunlight causes permafrost to thaw, leading to ground instability in many Arctic towns. Homes shift, roads buckle. Some communities have even had to relocate entirely. Climate and geography combine to make the Arctic one of the most extreme environments on Earth, even during summer. What happens to humans? Let's talk about the most important question. How do people survive? The human body is deeply connected to light cycles. Our internal clock, the circadian rhythm, uses sunlight to regulate sleep, hormone production, appetite, and mood. But when it's always light out, sleep becomes difficult. Melatonin, the hormone that makes us sleepy, is suppressed. People report insomnia, restlessness, and time confusion. The sense that days are endless and time is meaningless. Mental health issues like anxiety and seasonal mood swings increase even in constant daylight. Blackout curtains are essential, so are sleep masks, blue light blocking glasses, and strict schedules. Without those tools, your body may forget what it means to rest. During the polar night, the mental health toll of polar night can be even more intense than midnight sun. People experience seasonal affective disorder. Vitamin D deficiency becomes common. Fatigue and depression rise sharply. These seasonal impacts make the Arctic an extremely hard place to live on top of the cold. How people adapt. Therefore, survival in the Arctic isn't just about enduring cold, it's about mastering routine in the absence of rhythm. So, how do locals cope? During the midnight sun, blackout curtains are installed in nearly every Arctic home. People use red-toned lighting in the evenings to mimic sunset and help their bodies wind down. Schools maintain strict bedtimes even when kids argue, but it's still sunny. Restaurants and offices dim lights and close blinds after 9 p.m. to simulate nightfall. In many households, digital clocks and alarms become more important than ever, because you simply can't trust your instincts anymore. Some cities go even further. In Inuvik, Northwest Territories, there's a week-long midnight sun festival. Not just to celebrate the light, but to reconnect people to structure, community, and celebration. During the polar night, light festivals, installing UV lamps indoors, and embracing cozy cultural traditions, like the Nordic concept of hygge, a lifestyle of warmth, comfort, and candlelight. During the midnight sun, indigenous communities, like the Inuit, Sami and Chukchi, have learned to adapt over thousands of years. For them, the midnight sun is a season of opportunity. It's when hunting is possible across long distances, fishing becomes constant, community building and resource gathering occur, elders pass down oral stories under a sky that never dims. Instead of fighting the light, many traditional communities flow with it, working with nature's extremes instead of against them. Many of the same traditions also occur during the polar nights months. In Sami culture, reindeer herding continues even in the dark. Traditional drums and joik singing, a haunting melodic vocal tradition, are used to connect people spiritually during the dark months, offering comfort and a deep sense of identity. In the Arctic, darkness is not the enemy, it's part of the cycle, just as sacred as the sun. It's not just people who adapt. Caribou and reindeer have special eyes that adjust to both polar night and midnight sun. Birds like Arctic terns fly nearly from pole to pole every year, literally chasing the sun. Bears may delay or shorten hibernation because light and food are still plentiful. All animals of the Arctic are adaptable and have amazing senses: hearing, sight, and smell. Marine animals like belugas and narwhals use echolocation to navigate, finding food and breathing holes in the ice needing no light at all. And plants? Some Arctic plants complete their entire life cycle in just 6 to 8 weeks, sprouting, blooming, and dying all under the watchful sun. It's a short, bright race, and everything in the Arctic is sprinting to make the most of it. Here's the dark side of all that light. The Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the global average. Melting ice is opening new shipping routes. Permafrost is releasing methane, accelerating climate change. Entire towns are losing traditional hunting grounds. Some regions are losing even the predictability of midnight sun itself, replaced by fog, storms, and floods. The future of this strange, beautiful cycle is no longer guaranteed. Despite the challenges, people in Arctic nations embrace the midnight sun in creative ways. Iceland hosts midnight golf tournaments. In Sweden, bonfires and music festivals fill the late-night air. Norwegians go hiking, swimming, and mountain biking at 2 a.m. In Finland, people gather at summer cottages for sauna nights and endless conversations under the glowing sky. So what's it really like to live with no night or complete darkness? Some people say it's liberating, others say it drives them mad, but everyone agrees, it changes you. 6 months of daylight is more than a curiosity, and 2 months of night is haunting. It's a mirror, reflecting just how adaptable, strange, and determined humans really are. Would you survive it? Thanks for watching Globeteller. If you love exploring the wildest corners of Earth, hit subscribe. We've got new videos every week.